Hi, incredible, exceptional existence community. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Guys, today I'm going to share something with you that I found quite interesting. I was listening to something from Tony Robbins recently, and he said a line, and I was at one of those moments again when I was like, oh my God, I need to go get a pen. And it was that suffering is caused when it's me caring about me. I thought that was really, really interesting. So suffering happens when I'm caring about who I am, what I'm doing, what I'm achieving, where I'm moving, what I'm becoming, all of that kind of thing. And I thought this was really, really key because so often, you know, I've done a post on this before where there was a story about a young girl who called her father and she was really depressed and down and she was studying away from home. And he just said, stop and go and serve somebody else. Stop and go and serve somebody else. And many of you probably would have seen my post or my video where I asked you to all go out and do something wonderful for somebody else on my birthday, to celebrate my birthday, and just to lift up the energy and do something great. Go and tell somebody they look great, give them a compliment, you know, anything, any act of kindness. And when Tony Robbins said this, I thought, you know what, this is so true, because what I invite you to do is the next time you feel sad or depressed or down or like you're suffering, think about why that is. Is it because you're thinking about yourself, something you wanted for yourself and hasn't happened, something you want to achieve and hasn't happened, something you want to be but it's not? Is that what's causing your suffering? And acknowledge the fact that actually it's up here, guys, it's up here. This is where all of our suffering starts. This is where it all is. This is where it manifests. This is where it is. It's our thoughts. It's our thoughts. So at that point, if you can acknowledge and accept that and say, you know what, that actually is the reason that I don't feel great, or that is the reason that I feel like I'm suffering, then from there you can acknowledge and then not resist it, acknowledge it, shine a light on it. It's like if you were a little girl or a little boy, you're lying in bed and you're like, oh my God, there are monsters underneath my bed. There are monsters, I know there are monsters. And the only way you can stop that is by turning on the light and looking under your bed and being like, actually, there's nothing here. But if we sit there and keep believing and not actually acknowledge and observe, then it keeps having power over us. So what I invite you guys again to do, action items, if you feel depressed, down, if you feel like there's something you're not achieving in your life, if you feel like you're somewhere you don't want to be in your life, then have a think about whether that's you caring about you and where you are and what you're doing and what you appear to be and who you appear to be. And from there, acknowledge, observe, and think about how you can serve your community, your environment, do something for others, go out into your community, see what's going on, acknowledge your environment, do something so that you can actually give to others and see how much that comes back and gives to you and adjusts your feeling of suffering. Okay, take action, guys. If you're feeling like you're in a place of suffering, and that could be an extreme to what you're actually feeling, but if you're feeling like you're in a place of negativity, then it's time to acknowledge it and act. Do something about it, because it's those moments when we feel negative or we feel like we're suffering in some way that it's harder to take action. But that's actually the time when we most need to. All right, guys, if there's somebody in your community that you think is on some stage of the suffering scale, please do share this with them. You can just tag them in the post below, or you can just send it to them in a private message if that would be more respectful for them. Don't forget to join our community, guys. Please don't forget to join our community so that you can, so you'll never miss a post from me again. And with that, gotta go, guys. Remember, an exceptional existence is your birthright. So go ahead and grab it with both hands because it's waiting for you. Thanks so much, guys. Mwah! So much love to you all.